Hello everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Valheim. And I was actually not having the intention to do a recording today, but I thought after yesterday when my entire recording went wrong and I was more or less planning to build up the entire island, terraform the entire island actually. I was like, I could as well show you people part of what I intend to do. Now, I have activated dev commands, or as some may call it, the cheat mode. And one of the advantages of that, I will also show you, going up, we're able to, yes, I'm able to fly everywhere now. I don't need a boat, but I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is showing what I have in mind with the island. I want to terraform basically everything that's land and probably sand too. So that house is going to be removed. Eventually this house, those trees are going to be removed too. I will most likely remove all those rocks and those big rocks as well, and that still leaves me with quite a large area. Every piece of rock you see here at the island, so that those ore, one here, one there, everything we see will be going to be removed too. So I've got a lot of mining to do. I've started a little terraforming, as you can see, just a little bit, and this is more or less the maximum height I have in mind, maybe a little bit more. But one of the things I need to do is making sure that this stone is covered up, because I can't mine it down. But more importantly, this area is already forming some sort of bay, so I'm very much considering to leave this open. Just mine it a little bit more out perhaps. Let's get a little bit more straight. Leave it open and keep this as a dock. It also means I probably have to remove a little bit of land here. The advantage of the flying command is I can also work underwater. So that's a nice part. But with it, a natural bay with the exit. The only thing I have to worry about are monsters entering through here. Actually cover that by making sure I've got some towers later and keeping a door to the rest of what's going to become my fortress. So the thing I discussed in the previous episodes, I'm not sure if that's the one which got removed for some reason by Windows, or one before that, the last one I have actually posted. But the thing I have in mind to build here was a start fortress, and I don't think that's going to work. The island shape is okay. Could create it big enough. I mean, I can create a point up here, create another point here near the docks, and a point near the third dock. So square is, pentagram is possible. Perhaps it is possible if I don't fill in that space. So there are possibilities. If I build it a little bit like triangle like, or well, it won't be square, but if I keep following the island's coastline in itself, yes, I think I can work with that and create some extra forward areas of defense, making it well, eventually it's going to be something that can't even be penetrated. And the more we process in the game, the more enemies we will encounter. We will have to deal with flying objects at some point. But now in the last biome we actually get something to prevent against that. So say we'll see what actually happens. There is potential here. Yesterday I didn't see it. Yesterday I have been looking for other areas. One of those areas was this island. It's too small, that's for sure. One of the potential spots I was thinking about is this island. Size-wise it's okay, but it's having a problem. A very big problem actually. That there's a land bridge up here. But that makes it a little bit too vulnerable. I like to play in east. Don't mind the events. Don't mind having the occasional monster attack because of whatever reason. But I like to play in way in peace, and I don't like it that I've been building something, events started, and especially troll events we will get over time. Really not happy when those happen. Smash half or 3/4 of your building down, you have to rebuild everything again. At some point I will have to rebuild anyway, because currently, I'm not sure if I actually have this, so let's see. Currently I'm only able to build, yes, this is everything I have. Campfire, wood piles, coal piles, and coal pile happened because I made a mistake. I wasn't paying attention on fires, so for me to turn to coal. Got some fences, some palisades, my raft, point piles. The rafting stuff I can build, and my building items. As you can see, it's only wood, nothing else. Furniture is very simple. Now what I can do is to show you. See in the top corner, you saw in the top corner no placement. If I open the crafting menu now, you see lots of possibilities. At some point able to create bonfires, able to create a heath. But we need a stone cutter for that. We've got Yggdrasil wood stack. That's basically wood stack from the last biome. Stone pile, old pine, black marble is also a resource from the last biome. Dragon adornments, raven adornment, wolf head adornment. Dragon is something and unlock pretty soon. As soon as I visited the next biome I'm able to visit, it's done. Able to make the next level X, then cut next level trees with those and got firewood. That's not a problem. Tar is 2 biomes after that, so that will take a while. Dverger, stake wall, we need iron, Yggdrasil wood, and black quartz for that. So That's the last biome. Sharp stakes will be in next biome, and just for the record, this is meadows, is shown here. First biome. The next biome is black forest. So I won't call biomes I haven't been to. Black forest is the next one. Let's put it like that. Won't mention the ones after, the names after that, but black forest is the next, so I can cut down forward 30 trees. The Dverger sharp stakes, last biome. Trap, last biome. Ballista, and that's the weapon I was mentioning. It's available from the last biome. But it's very useful, and it certainly is going to be something I will use. Defend myself and the entrance to the dock, although there may be a small problem I have to think about. That's later. Portal. Great Wolf Eye, Vinewood, certainly cause they're all found in Black Forest. That's going to be the fun part. I will start an expedition to the Black Forest as soon as the island is done. I will do most of the island using dev commands for leveling. Yes, I'm going to be completely honest about it. I will use that. Because otherwise I have to collect for 5,000 stone maybe. It's going to take quite a while. I'm going to make the game very boring on YouTube, so I will do that with that. But an expedition to the Black Forest is coming up because of 1. Fine. 2. Certainly cause 3. Need ores for that. Ores will need it even able to cut trees fine. So Black Forest is next. We have awards. Don't really need it because it's a player convention for multiplayer games. Although multiplayer is done with friends, meaning 10 people on a play creative server. That's it. It's not really that big, so I don't need it. Maybe I will put something up, but it's for decoration. That's it. Cart, yes, and as you can see, I need bronze nails, which is why we have to go to the forest, because the bronze is made of copper and tin, and those two metals are only found. We have a longship. That's for biome after. We have a calf, and that is basically that's going to be our first real transport for expeditions and things, because it has a cargo hold of 4 times 50 items. So it makes it quite useful to go to a Black Forest, mine copper ore, mine tin, return. I could put 200 copper ore in it and carry 50 tin on myself, for instance, because I don't think it's actually big. It's a 1 to I'm sure it's a 1 to 5. I don't know exactly, but I can lift myself and the 200 ores in the calf create quite a load of bronze items needed, which are weapons, armor if I want to. I don't want to, but if I want to, armor. So calf is going to be very important for the first three biomes, which are meadows, black forest, and the one after. The thing is, the one after, I will go there for iron and ancient bark, the ones needed for the longship. Longship is the best ship for sailing and transporting lots of stuff because of the cargo hold. There's even a trick to put a cart aboard a longship to increase the size. Carts are very useful. I use them as mobile storage. And one of the things I will probably do, I have to figure out how, but one of the things I'm going to do is build a 3 layers. I have a basement. In the basement I'm going to place my crafting items, and we will get to that after. First floor will be my cooking area with tables, chairs, and maybe some stuff related. The first floor will be my sleeping area, so basically only beds, probably my armor, because yes, we have that too. Lots of trophies, animal trophies, monster trophies and boss trophies will be put outside, not inside. I've already defeated Act here again in the last episode. Yeah, it's not recorded, which is a shame. So I will most likely fight each boss twice. Once for the trophy on the spawn point. We have to put it here. And once for the trophy on the wall. So, what else? I had carved longship, treasure chest. This is for biome number 4, because we need silver and silver necklaces. Gold coins, rubies can be found in the Black Forest and beyond. Silver can only be found in biome number 4. Silver necklaces can be found anywhere. There are locations called shipwrecks, and I'm not sure if I'm actually able to show that. We have to fly back to... Let's do that. I will only go where I've been. As you can see, there's a lot of stone. I can actually bring it here too. No, I can't see it. I can't find it yet. But every once in a while you will see locations where we have lots of stones coming up as if they form the ribs of a ship hull. Like I say, I don't want to go where I haven't been before. That would be cheating. This is not it. I have been passing this, so yes, I will cut short of it. I can't find it. That's a shame. But the third biome will give us a very useful device to discover underground metals. It's also needed to actually move into the fourth biome to find silver. With it, and keep that one on because I need it. With it, I'm able to find silver necklaces in spots where supposedly ships have been wrecked. And with that, I'm able to build a treasure chest. Well, coin stacks and point piles are already known. Cartography table, it's useful in multiplayer games. If you're playing with multiple people, you can use it. Because every discovery you make, in my case it is, suppose I have players who have been going around in this area. Everything we discovered can be put on cartography table. I have to transfer the knowledge. Everybody touching that table is able to get that knowledge. So landmarks, things like that. I put that by me. Somebody else picked them up. They put their landmarks on. I put them up. You get a pretty complete map. Of course, it also has the downside. Some things are marked double. So in case of multiplayer, that's something I should keep in mind as soon as I start continuing in the multiplayer again. In case of multiplayer, you may divide roles like with 4 people. One person registers each and every building on their map. One person does all eyes veins. One person is doing dungeons and crypts. Caves, because we have troll caves, frost caves, a few things like that. And by doing that, you won't actually get that each and everything is marked double with double names. Ever makes life a lot easier. So next, crafting. There's a lot to craft in the future. Cooking station is no. Iron cooking station is after the 3rd biome, actually during the 1st biome. Cauldron, I use tin. Cauldron is going to be used from Black Forest and beyond. Cauldron can be upgraded with spice rack. Some of the things shown there don't exist yet. Some food items will be unlocked in the Black Forest, some in beyond. Dandelion, mushroom are currently already known. The other 3 later. Butch table. 3rd and 4th biome is the ancient bark of silver. Pots and pans. Black Forest 3rd and 5th biome. Mortar and pestle is found in the current last biome. Those are all upgrades to the cauldron, and with it I'm able to do more and more complicated recipes. Complicated recipes give bigger health, bigger stamina, and occasionally faster health things. Oven is after the 3rd biome, and it's going to be very useful because with that I'm able to create several kinds of food, which will be very important, including something with sea serpent. I also need that one for it. Workbench, well, we know that. Chopping block, we already unlocked that. Tanning rack, we've already unlocked that, simply built. Atse, it's something I'm able to build as soon as I've got bronze from the Black Forest, so going to be soon. But there's more. There's tool shelf. Tool shelf can be built after the 4th biome. Stone cutter after the 3rd biome. Artisan table after 4th biome. I need to defeat the boss. The forge. Soon. I won't tell you how soon. Upgrades. 3rd biome. Black Forest. Well, actually, I told you bronze is found for copper, so the forge is the next item you have to build. that's why I want my crafting stations underground, because it gives a nicer look, and use some tricks over there to actually make it look more compact, a lot more ugly, not as nice as it used to be, more compact and still works. Grinding wheel, fifth biome, smith anvil, third biome, forge cooler, black forest. So I'm able to do the forge and the cooler pretty fast. The rest and the anvils also pretty fast. So that's for the free forge. The rest will come after. 2 rec after the third biome. Having a forge means you need a smelter. And where is the bugger? That is a charcoal kiln. Those two will be unlocked in the Black Forest. I will use them at some point. A lot, actually. Although, no, blast furnace, sorry, the smelter is Black Forest. Blast furnace is later. Artisan table, and artisan table, as I said, is after the fourth biome. It's required to melt highest level metals we have for now. Sixth biome, I want to get into sixth biome. This one is something needed for the fifth biome. So unlocked after the fourth. Same goes with that one. Even though the materials are basically available from the third biome, I won't be able to build it. Beehive, well, we got that already, and I've got 4 bees now. So I've got 4 beehives. If I ignore them for a bit, they're going to do 4 honey, and 4 honey means 20, with 4 beehives means 16 honey per turn. I will need a lot of that crap at some point. But currently for food, later for meat. For meat, I have inventor, which is unlocked as soon as I've done bronze, so soon. Sap extractor, obligate, obliterate. This is a 4th biome, and basically it means it's a trash can with a very nasty side effect. Although it does give me coal, but it's not the best way to make coal. That one is. That's why I said I'm going to use cards, because I want to have at some point blast furnace and smelter both filled with coal, and I want to have enough to keep continuing. So charcoal kiln has to keep working. I know how much wood fits in the charcoal kiln, so what I'm going to do at some point is actually fill it up just before nightfall, while having a cart nearby filled up with wood, lots of wood. I'm going to do charcoal production, replace the full cart of wood for full cart of charcoal, and keep both the smelting devices full with charcoal. With that, I know that the moment I need a certain metal, I can use it. Also means that those two are placed next to each other, and I will have another cart there with all metals. I've got 4 rows of slots, so I can put all 3 metals in there, as well as the processed items. Galder table, rune table, and wisp fountain I won't go into that too much. We will need them later. But everything having a star is an upgrade. So it will unlock. Then we have building. Lots. We already did the wooden parts. We will get other parts. I can do a wood gate. At some point we have a dark wood gate after we got tar, so fourth, fifth biome, and tar is very shitty to get. So likely I will die. The hexagonal gate, black quartz and Yggdrasil wood, so last biome. Shutters are nice. I'm going to use them. At least for second floor, not probably not for ground floor. Lock holes are going to be, and beams are going to be unlocked in the Black Forest. But the single roofs, all kinds, they're similar to what we have here with the region, are only after the last, the fifth biome, so that's taking a while. Dark wood, coal and beams, ditto. They are all going to be used for beautification. Spider, arch, all beautification. And trust me, it can look very beautiful. Stone walls after stone cutter, so that won't be that long, although yes, I have to defeat a boss for that. Remember, stone. Where's the thread thing? Butter. I need iron, so third. Biome. Right. Stone walls, stone arches, stone chairs. I will need all of those for my ground floor walls, my basement walls. Getting access to the basement. So that's going to take a while. Black marble is last biome. I'm not sure if I will actually go to replace, that's a problem, replace my stone for black marble. Because I'm afraid if I have the ground floor with walls made of black marble, I'm going to have one large black area. I'm not sure if I'm going to be fond of that. What I can do, we have floor piece 2x2 stone, and we have the black marble floor. And I thought it's the same size. What I can do is perhaps create a checkerboard floor pattern. That may be looking nice. I could also use some black marble as supports for my basement floor, not my basement floor, my ground floor if I turn it into stone. I will most likely have to build some stone supports and arch anyway. These combined with that gives a very nice look. So, cage floor and cage walls are going to be used. Some parts like a gatehouse, sure. Windows, sure, and probably my chicken coop, but that has another reason. Vega metal wall, we need black quartz of last biome. Wood iron poles, they are the strongest wooden parts. In general, it's the wood iron beam is the strongest. The log beam are after that. Normal wood poles and beams third, and dark wood is weakest. Basically, it's just as strong as wood or wood, but just a little bit more beautiful. If it comes to total strength, ground is the most secure, that's for certain. then black marble, then stone. So you can basically build construction first black marble floors and walls and pillars, and at some point when integrity of that becomes too risky, switch to stone with columns and supports and whatever, and after that switch to wood and start using wood iron beams for strength. When those are becoming risky, log beams, and when those become risky, wooden beams, and you got eventually on top shingles or thatched roofs, and you got a very high, strong, probably ugly looking building. So, iron gate, we need a forge. Forge is going to be next unlock, and iron, so after the third biome. Surprisingly, put two of those together, they can't pass with the cart. The cart can only pass through dark wood and wood gates. Crystal walls. Fourth biome. And the two chairs, staircases that able for spiral stairs, so I can actually, and that's the problem, I can do that with the stone walls, but it's going to be tricky. The Dverger items are a little bit easier when it comes to that. I can build a round tower with a staircase in the middle and use that to go up in a small area. The other solution is to build a tower and either use a wooden stair, a wooden ladder, or stone chair stair. And for stone stairs, that means two up, and you need connection with the floor piece. So basically, this is the same size as this. This is a 2x2. So this one fits exactly on this floor. So you will need 3 of these, and that makes a very big tower size. Now, not sure. This is easier, smaller, but then also you're going to hop a lot. So what's the last part? Getting a load of fog again. We already had the bed. Dragon bed. We will need that to build that after the 4th part. So that's going to take a while. We have a chest. Over time I will replace the chest with a reinforced chest. Over time means third biome. The personal chest is smaller looking, but I'm not sure if it's smaller in size compared to the normal chest. This one's bigger. Black metal chest is 5th biome, and it's the largest, and I will going to replace that one. Eventually these are going to be replaced by those, all of them, and slowly but surely we're getting furniture which I can build different kinds of tables, which I can build to create a dining room. You've got several sconces or torches, which are quite nice. Brazier is on the wall, and a hanging brazier. Ceiling, which will be great. The ground floor above, over, for instance. Long heavy table. Item stands. We have two kinds, vertical and the horizontal. Those are put on the wall, and with them I will be able to put my trophies on the wall. Weapons work too. Same with this sign, I accidentally unlocked that when I created coal. Then we got rugs, and those are the nice ones. Some will be available quite soon. Bit. Dude. Oh, that must be last biome. This is last biome. What's our banners? This is one of the reasons why I'm not sure that having black marble walls is nice. I mean, you got the black banner, slam it against a black marble wall. Nobody sees the banner. But against a normal stone, yeah, points out nicely. Blue banner, white and red. Red, well, some of them will be unlocked in separate biomes. Should be able to do yellow banner. Unless I have picked any banner. Yes, I have picked. Some of the food items. Yeah, it depends at the biome where I find them. So we've got presents. Those are seasonal. I can't build them. I can't build them with the dev commands unlocked. I won't be able to build those without their seasonal. So at some point, Christmas time, we will get Yule time, and we get that. It's all Christmas. This is Maypole for Summer Festival. We get the Halloween. Not sure if we're going to do Hubtub, and those two are available in the last biome. This is something I will put in my bedroom area. Armor stands with all armor I will craft, included to, no, not included, all the armor I will craft up to the last level, and this is what I'm currently able to build. So not that much, but yes, dev commands are fun when it comes to that, but I don't want to use them that often. Like I said, I will use them for the terraforming for the very simple reason. Hang on. Let's turn that off. Placement passed through. I need a hoe. I need a workbench here. That isn't that much of a problem. I can build one when I want. But I also will need lots of stone. I am collecting all the stone we have here, as you can see. But I need this. I need this also. What I need to do is that each and every tile needs to go up like that, and that's too much, I think. And that's going to take a lot of time. I think I'll stick to this because, like I said, I also want to build a basement at some point. So imagine if I have to do this, collecting all the iron, all the stone. Need food. It's going to take a lot of. I don't mind grinding, but just like some of my other videos, if I have to do all the grinding online to show you how things are working, then at some point people will be like, what, he's still doing that? But at the same time, if I have to do it offline, I'm like, yeah, I can do this and people don't watch it, which is fine by me. But then, how would they be able to see what I actually did? So, I think this gives an impression how things are done, without actually spoiling the game, or to have me hop on 25 different worlds to mine out all rugs and stuff just because I wanted to do this. Eventually I will have to. Well, I won't have to do the hopping, the server hopping, but I will have to mine out all kinds of rocks and stuff because I needed the ores, and I will most likely end up with more stone as needed. The thing is, if I do it now, I will end up with having to build everything in wood, level the ground, and later tear it down again, because I am leveling the ground, rebuild it and do it all over again. And if I have to do that either online or offline, it's not going to be fun. Now there's another thing. We have those berries. Recipes will need them. So I'm thinking to keep them alive inside my cellar. There's a lot to consider actually. Anyway, this is how the terraforming works. I want to do most of the stuff the way it has to be done in game. Thought so. Really had the idea I was going up. This is high enough. So, now this is something I can actually do without a workbench. One of the things I may do, which may actually be more smart to do, you can see it's near flat, is because I want that basement, I can actually build it outside of my area. Later flatten I can basically build dirt walls first, have them a certain distance from the side, so in case I do have a troll attacking me, I don't have to worry about it smashing through the dirt onto my workbench, porch, or whatever building I have there. So that's an option. And instead of leveling everything up, just like I said, do the outside about 10 meters, maybe 12. Keep inside from that just where it is. Flatten it up so I can build the stone floor later. Build the walls and the floor in wood first. Set up my construction area. And when that's done, start working at the first floor, the ground floor. And with ground floor done, work myself up level by level to build my entire house. It's actually the easiest part if I do it like that. Because otherwise the solution would be drop dirt until everything's at the right height. When that's done, dig everything out, or better said, mine everything out, and I'll show you a bit how that's done. And then start building. But since I already have an idea about what I want, there's no need to do that. Yes, I've set up my base here. Since I have in mind what I want, since I know what the outside of my perimeter is going to be, I might as well do that outer perimeter. The walls, I start working on that. It would save me a lot of time. So, looking at the size of the island, I will probably level up something like this. Have the main building most likely over here, and simply build the main building on the floor. At least that'll make it a little bit easier. And with that done, it will save me time to mine it out again. Creating construction area later. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is how big. So we'll most likely bring another character in, one who's able to build everything. Hopefully it won't spoil the game. But we'll most likely bring another character in to prepare my stuff. And for instance, build everything. When everything's built, check. Wait, there's something else I need to check. Yeah, that one. I know exactly what the size is going to be and work from there. So, there's of course the last skill. Yeah, this is going to be high enough. That's how I do the mining. I'm doing that for a very simple reason. I will need that rock even use all this rock to level a large part of it without using def commands. Yes, I know there are people who say def commands is cheating. Well, there are plenty of people who think this game is very hard using mods to ease it up. That's cheating too, in a way. Because why would you use mods which are basically rewriting code, and def commands are sort of rewriting code as well? I don't see the difference. At least not much of the difference. Yes, this is mining is done. At some point, as said, I also have to mine copper, and this more or less shows what happens. The rock won't just break in a natural way. I don't know if it's fixed patterns or not. It doesn't break in a way that it's completely gone all of a sudden. Sorry. I should have been able to build that without. So, yes, this is more or less what I'm going to do. Level everything up. Probably, like I said, mine that down. Or, if I think my area is too small, put land over it. Make sure I got a nice sharp side, so there won't be anything for the AI monsters to climb up onto. Eventually I got the height advantage, which makes it easier for me to kill them. Build up the island according the shape it has now. Get my building up, get the basement done with stuff I've got right now. Already able to figure out how large my basement and my building have to be. Because I can calculate the size based upon my other games. Use wooden beams to measure it inside sizes. I can measure it with that, with the wooden beams. When that's done, I can actually use floors which are the same size on it to create the platform on which I have to work. And I know that the stone floor is actually larger. The wooden floor snaps on the top of the stone floor. So if I build a small wood floor and I make a grid of wood beams on top of that. And the wooden floor on top of that, I have the grids of where my stone floor is going to be. And from that point on, I can actually build up the basement, house, etc. So here's the plan. I will build the entire leveling of the island, outer perimeter and inside of the basement. Everything done by wood. I will build the several crafting stations, workbenches in this case, and I will make sure that I have a good idea about the size of the basement. So I will most likely build a part of the pole, beams and the wooden floor just to show you what it's going to be. That's it. Anything else will be done in the next episode. That way you can see how to build a nice big house. And I could also take you out to the Black Forest, which isn't that far from here actually, because we already saw the pine trees over here. And I will plan to walk to it. Use the raft to cross this small river. Use my raft to cross this area, and that's it. Maybe sail to that point. Walk there to the Black Forest. Because that's the most safe thing to do. So I've got a lot of work to do. A very awful lot of work. Looking at things. I will have to add those rock layers to the construction, which is in a way a good thing, because like I said, I can do a forward defensive position here, then I could do another one there. But it's no plan I had was actually to build my dock here and include this part, but it's too close to this one and close to this one. Make sure nothing is actually getting there. So I will build those rocks. Make sure that I got a nice defense up. Pointy, straight, down, pointy, pointing up there, back, follow the coastline, get the defense stuff here, create a dock, so that part has to be mined out. This had to be straightened out a little bit. Straight. Point here. Here. Well, it's not going to be a star fortress like some of the old Dutch cities are having. But it's going to be looking very, very nicely. That's for sure. And that's the end of the line. So for now I'm saying thanks for watching. We more or less know what we're going to do. Or better said, we more or less know what I'm going to do. I just had it right. But anyway. Next week we're going to see the result of all the time I've been spending terraforming here, and continue it. I may even terraforming everything and leave the part with that building out longer, because instead of immediately building the whole basement area after I've done that, I may instead take you into the Black Forest right away. There's a lot to see there. And hopefully, check the online map for that. Hopefully, we'll be able to get a few troll caves. Oh crap, I got the wrong boss later. Maybe we're able to find a few troll caves actually do troll attack. That would be fun. It's a game of patience. But it's very fun to do. Especially since troll armor is stronger. And it gives me a boost. Something. So does a full 4-piece set of leather armor, by the way. That's something I need to work at. But for the leather cape I need one more item, which, ta-da, again, is found in Black Forest. Spawn here. There are two. See a few troll caves. Not that far away. It is quite a walk, but it's doable. So yes. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed a bit we did. It's a lot of theory and not that much action. Next week we will have more action, that's for sure. So thanks. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you next time. Wishing you a very nice day. Bye.